Because of the erratic changes in the climatic conditions, most ports in West Africa have experienced flooding. Ours is peculiar in the sense that it's in an estuary, and we're more prone to climate risks when it comes to sea level rise and increased sedimentation and precipitation. And these are all things that makes the collaboration with GCAP very important so that we can mitigate some of these climate hazards.
Flooding will impact the port equipment, the cargo, and the workers. The port is the economic lifeline of the country. About 80% of cargo coming and going out of the country passes through the port. And this is the only port we have.
The Gambia is below the sea level, especially along the coast, Banjul in particular. And all predictions are that if care is not taken, the Gambia, especially the capital Banjul, will sink in the next 50 years.
And when the port floods, it disrupts the operations. Sometimes we have to stop to allow the water to recede.
The African Development Bank, working with the GCA, created the program called the African Adaptation Acceleration Program, AAAP, provided financing support to make the old infrastructure project in Africa more climate resilient. They're giving the support with the GCA to assess how their infrastructure to make it more climate resilient against the sea level rising or the flood protection, to protect the local community living in the coastal area.
Well, one of the main areas that is also exposed to the sea level rise is the road artery that links the port of Banjul to the distribution areas. There's a project that has already been developed to raise the level of the road and increase the width, and also do some sea defense in terms of reinforcement with the revetment to ensure that the structures are raised to a height that they will be able to withstand the effects of flooding. On the marine side, what is envisaged is the extension of a jetty, an existing jetty, by 345 meters. 15% of the estimated cost has to be added to as a mitigation measure to ensure that the structures will withstand any climate hazards that are already identified. Now, the scope is to uproot the current pavement, raise it to a level of 1.4 meters with proper drainage and water outflow, so that the terminal should be able to also withstand the effects of flooding.
And that makes me optimistic about the future, because that will address most of the challenges that, in terms of environment, that we anticipate, which can have a devastating impact on the port.
By and large, we're hopeful as a country that with the right investment in the infrastructure that are also climate resilient, the country should be able to achieve the growth forecast that are expected.